last best of 3 we have. So, looking over at the last game, what do you think these two teams need to change?
Reseda High School ended up having an incredible late game team composition. The Assassin Nocturne built into tank, followed up by the Assassin Cassidon, also into tank, allowed Just a Good Kid to end up getting just obliterated in team fights. They jumped on that super fed Twitch, and he just died way too much. Now, Just a Good Kid this time around, he's taken a more evasive champion on that Lucian, a little bit more mobility, a little bit more burst in team fights instead of the consistent damage. But hopefully, that's going to help him survive longer because Reseda, they just pounced on him every single time. And speaking of pounce, Noggin Whacker, he's going to be on Nidalee this time instead of Cassidon.
Yeah, we'll be seeing what he can do with that. I mean, Noggin Whacker last game casted, pretty scary, I think, from what we saw from him. So we'll see how he can pull out on this Nidalee. A little bit of a different playstyle of a champion, I think. But, you know, it'll be interesting overall. So jungle starts nothing too out of the normal. We're going to be seeing Vi starting out with the red buff. We're actually going to see a Kog'Maw and a Nami down bottom lane. What do you think about that?
That's a pretty entertaining matchup. The Kog'Maw Nami has got a lot of trade potential. You get the true damage from Kog'Maw with this Caustic Spittle, in addition to the aquatic empowerment from Nami for a slow and additional magic damage on top of that. So it's kind of like old school Janna, where you would use the shield to help make the auto attack trades super powerful, but it also comes with a fantastic ebb and flow heal. The only thing that's really scary for Crescenta Valley in that bottom lane is they really don't have any escapes. A Failtail on Kog'Maw, he's just going to have to waddle away, and Wazers on that water-based champion is going to have to paddle and swim away as hard as she can. Whereas Sona, she's got the stun with the crescendo. Yeah. And Just a Good Kid, he could relentless pursue out of slows.
Exactly. So, I want to see other teams utilize this, but Kog'Maw, obviously, we haven't seen quite a bit of him now with a lot of heals coming in. We're seeing the damage coming out as well. Just a Good Kid taking quite a bit of it, so they're already going to be setting out this early game bullying. Sona's an interesting champion. Haven't seen her too much, but taking a look over at middle lane, Kalel on the LeBlanc, so we're seeing that Snowball champion this game. And top lane Lulu is what we're seeing, who we haven't seen too long. We saw top support Lulu last game, and this time Flash picks it up.
But there's a gank in the top lane.
Yep, he's going to be looking for one here. Fala reaches the one. There's the stun getting in onto Flash. They pouncing onto him, seeing what they can do. Shield's coming in from Flash. Looks like he'll be able to survive the gank. Doesn't have to use a summoner spell either, but does take quite a bit of damage.
And, you know, it's pretty solid play coming out of these guys so far. Crescenta Valley, they're up 300 gold. Nothing too crazy, nothing to write home about. That's just going to be because of the CS advantage on the Blanc and the CS advantage on Kog'Maw in the bottom lane, but that Caustic Spittle aquatic empowerment combo is so very strong. Failtail is capable of bullying Just a Good Kid and Mortimer Murtaugh away, but luckily Sona has got excellent heal auras as well.
Definitely, that is what she's utilizing here. We'll be seeing a bit of damage coming down once again. Just a Kid just keeps getting bullied out. I mean, he's at Morte's out of mana now, so his mana is Morte.
Hopefully that won't result in him being Morte, because it's very important to stay in that lane and just keep up with the pressure that's coming out from a Failtail and Wazers. We do have the junglers both on that side of the map, so we could be seeing a potential dive come out of Lulu My Nunu and a counter gank out of Fallout Reach, but no, instead he's going to head back into the jungle. Doesn't want to help that out.
Both of them will head back. Oh, nope. I maybe can't even tell. Tang up in the top lane, though, taking damage from Flash, who's bullying him out on that top lane Lulu. Don't see that much top lane Lulu as much anymore. Still a strong champion, though, as we've been seeing. There's a knock-up and a stun in the bottom lane. Just a Good Kid forced the Flash and heal to escape. He gets very low, and it was a nice Aqua Prison that came out. Middle lane as well, some damage.
Yeah, a really excellent play from Mortimer Murtaugh, using the exhaust half damage ability to its fullest. But Wazers getting caught out by the Repel's Elise.
Yeah, they'll be looking for something. Waz is going to get locked up in a cocoon. But as a fish, he wriggles his way out of that one. Gets out.
I wonder how fish fare with spiders. It's like a land-born versus aquatic.
Some fish are much bigger than spiders. I think most fish are much bigger than
I mean,
spiders.
have you heard of the Australian camel spider?
Yeah, but
That spider is bigger than most fish.
Have you heard of? Hold on, biggest fish.
Biggest fish? That's a whale shark. Because that's a fish.
You have a whale shark? Exactly, dog.
Whale shark. Could you imagine a spider the size of a shark? Tang finds Flash.
Oh god. That's my nightmare, and it looks like Flash is having a little bit of nightmares as well. There's no Nocturne in this game, but Tang is putting down some pressure onto him right back after he was bullying, or after Flash was bullying Tang has responded, and is now looking to just pressure him out of here. So top lane has been a fairly just kind of back and forth shoving lane, as it normally is. A lot of farm coming off, but Tang actually looking for some damage. But Lulu My Nunu is here. Tang caught under the tower. First blood comes in for Lulu My Nunu.
And just like that, an advantage is secured for Crescenta Valley. A quick counter gank means that Flash escapes not only with his life, but an assist under his belt as well. As Lulu My Nunu has got the damage and the turret hits to bring Tang down, who just got a little bit too greedy there. He had his Flash available. I think he was trying to go for the auto attack to try to secure that kill, but he just didn't get close enough, and Flash walked away with his life.
Now, 7 minutes in, first blood coming out. It's going to be nice for Lulu My Nunu to pick that up. He can have a nice effect in this game, hopefully for him at least. Hopefully for his team, I should say. Vi is a great jungle champion, just getting ganks around the map, and around the map he has a lot of opportunities to gank, as you saw some bottom lane auto attacks coming through. Morte, not gonna be Morte's. Muy viva.
Much life. Still
Yes.
living.
It's very broken Spanish. I only had 2 years of Spanish knowledge, okay? I haven't learned that much.
I'm from Texas, and the only thing I know is hola.
Hola, amigo.
Nope, I don't even know that one.
It's bad.
Oh, mi casa es mi casa. But I think I got my Spanish backwards. But Fallout reached, coming for a gank.
Yep, he was looking for something, but it was just out of reach from him. It fell out of reach from him.
Didn't have the reach. Falling from the rappel.
Yes. Yes.
But here comes another gank as he's roaming around in the river, but so too is Lulu My Nunu, Assault and Battery available. With Noggin Whacker.
In the lane as well, we're seeing quite a bit of training coming off. Kalal wants to go back in onto this one, Noggin Whacker. He's going to get his noggin whacked. He wants to be a little bit careful. However, we're seeing ganks coming in middle lane and bottom lane, but bottom lane, it looks like where top lane is actually where Director Camera wants to go. It doesn't care about the ganks. Tang dealing out with Flash a bit here. As always, has a nice CS lead for himself as well. He actually went for the double Doran's Blades.
Teleport coming down.
And he's Morte gonna go down. Wazers with the kill as he dived under the tower. Lulu My Nunu helped out with that one. Tang is actually teleported down here. Here's the Assault and Battery. He just turned level 6, so bad news for Tang. He's trying to get away from this one. Has to dash himself out of here. The middle lane, speaking of dashes, Noggin Whacker and Kalal trading out. And there'll be no kills from it, but a nice amount of damage.
In Crescenta Valley, suddenly they're up 2 kills.
Yeah.
Nice 1,500 gold, 9 minutes in, which is roughly the same as what it was in game number 1. The question is it going to be a repeat?
No kills coming in though. Nice gank coming in. A little bit of nice damage. Kalal also had the pull and pop. Noggin Whacker has a nice lead here. Has the blue buff already right now. Kalal has not gotten his. And Jessica Kid wants to stop the backing, but they pay with a lot of damage. Shadowwave coming across the flash and a fail tail with the kill, and they turned that one around. Made him regret that mistake quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think that was hashtag calculated. I think that was actually just luck. Dropping the tidal wave to knock up Lucian, and the fact that Just a Good Kid got knocked up mid Relentless Pursuit meant that he was left to walk away from that Kog'Maw Nami. Because of it, first dragon of the game, Crescenta.
Very easily done. Lulu My Nunu secures that with the Smite 3-0 now, and a 3,000 gold lead for Crescenta Valley. With a very nice start against Reseda here. So Reseda High School, not looking too good to start it out, but hey, it's always the late game. They have an Italy, they have an Aurelia. They can definitely have a very nice impact going into the late game. But that being said, Crescenta Valley also have a very nice early game advantage. We'll see if they can use that to their advantage. Kalel is up at top lane trying to do all with Tank Tank here. Tank Tank wants to respond and actually did go for a lane swap, so looks like they just didn't like Noggin Whacker versus Kalel in the middle lane, and Flash is now dealing with Noggin Whacker, and he is being pretty effective at it. He's just trading pretty even.
Yeah, Kal-El is playing his snowball champion on LeBlanc. If he's not able to get kills by forcing Noggin Whacker away, that means that he's not living up to his full potential. By sending him top against Tank Tank, that's a more difficult burst sort of combo to get because Irelia is typically such a tanky champion, but Fallout Reach gets caught out.
Yep, he has Lulu Manunu right on his slows. Noggin Whacker gets low as well. These two members getting pretty low. Kalal wanted to go for Noggin Whacker, but he had to heal and ran away from it. Will escape.
Reseda High School escape with their life. I have no idea how.
Yeah. No
there
more.
Yeah, the LeBlanc coming in from the side. Vayne, Vi as well. No Vayne. There's no Vaynes in this game. Unless you got a really cool rework, but failed him.
Yep. However, here's a flash. The stun onto 2. Tyler comes out last second, but they're still diving in. The exhaust is onto a fail tail. He'll be going down just a kid with the kill. Flash has teleported in here. Lulumai Nunu has joined up as well. Fallout Reach now in a bit of trouble, trying to get away from this one. He gets dashed onto. Vault Breaker from Lulumai Nunu helps the kid kill. Now the assault on battery. He's getting all around across the lane. Morte is dead. He's Morte. Muy Morte. And now we'll be seeing possibly even Muy Morte as just a good kid. Has Kalel right behind him, goes in for the burst, and there's the kill. And now there will be a tower.
Oh man, that was just mean. Standing in the escape path, not even doing anything. Knowing that Lucian has got nowhere to go and picking up that kill, it's suddenly 6-1 in favor of Crescenta Valley as they traded their 80 carry for 3 kills and a turret in the bottom, and soon to become another turret. Crescenta Valley, they're not slowing their roll at all. They're just continuing to shove forward. They have got the damage to bring it low. Just like that, Crescenta Valley bring themselves to a 4,000 gold lead.
So now they'll be able to back out of there very quickly. Also find a pink order for their trouble. 5 kills in the lead and 4,000 gold at 12 minutes in. That is a very significant lead. So Crescenta Valley doing very well for themselves. Middle lane. Probably
but now this is very similar to what we saw in game number 1. Crescenta Valley took an early lead, but around the 20-minute mark or so, Reseda High School was just able to turn it around.
And we'll see if they can pull out with the victory, as you said, similar to the first game. But we have to wait and see for this one. So we still have the pressure in the middle lane, but the items being bought. Morel Namicon coming out first for Flash. It's actually, I think it's a pretty interesting first item build for Lulu.
It makes sense. He wants to deny the health regeneration.
Kalel, I mean, gets up to Fallout Reach. He flashed, ignited, and distorted himself all around. Picked up the kill.
It definitely makes sense that he's going for the Morella knock-on. He wants to deny the heal and regeneration on Nidalee, Sona, Elise, and Irelia, all of which have the ability to get themselves health back. And now Tank Tank finds Flash.
Yep, he's looking for damage from Sun and Blade's going to be coming out as well, and he's chasing after him. Flash looking to escape here. He's trying to clean himself out. Tank Tank right on his heels. Polymorph going to be coming out. He's still chasing after Lulu. Nunu's here to help out. There's the Sun and Battery. Follows the Flash, and Tank Tank goes down, and it's Flash with the kill.
And just like that, Flash, Lulu Nunu is at 2-0-3. He's feeling so fantastic this game. He is just roaming left and right. And currently, he's about 1,500 gold over Fallout Reach. That is an impressive number. And just his roams have been fantastic. His usage of his ultimates have been fantastic, delaying the Assault and Battery to lock down the right target at the right time. If anyone is having an impact on this game, it's Lulu Nunu.
Yep, so now we're seeing once again a little bit of pressure in the middle lane. Dragon is respawning in some time.
Eventually.
Eventually. It's going to be responding in about 2 minutes-ish. It's going to be popping up soon, I hope. No, wait. No, I'll talk about it later.
Dragon's gonna be on the map, but you're making a good point.
It's gonna be on the map within 7 minutes, you know, after normal despawn time.
The fact is, it's an important objective between Reseda and Crescenta Valley. Whoever takes this is going to end up snowballing the game. Reseda Valley, they're capable. Reseda High School is capable of making a comeback. We've seen them do it before in game number 1. But if Crescenta Valley end up taking the Dragon, they're already up 4,200 gold, getting up 5,000. That just might be the catalyst to help them snowball the game into a victory.
Yep, so now with this, it's coming out Kog'Maw. Of course, Blade of the Ring King is rushed for him. Bloodthirster as well, and just the kid, of course, it's still a 4.9 patch. Bloodthirster isn't totally terrible, but there's some damage onto Noggin Whacker. As Wazers has been doing pretty well with these Aqua Prisons so far this game, I think. He's been hitting some nice ones, and it just allows a Failtail to put down some damage. A lot of damage.
As is a decent split coming out, it's a 1-3-1 for Reseda High School. Flash, again, is left to deal with Tang Tang, and he cannot trade favorably.
Yes, Dragon.
However, Dragon on the respawn means that Crescenta Valley are in a pretty decent position to counter out this 1-3-1 push. Teleport almost up on Flash. So once he decides to join up with the rest of his team, I'm certain we're going to see a quick collapse onto the Dragon Pit. Very patient game this time around.
Well, it was like this last game, but 20 minutes later. Or actually 10 minutes later.
Approximately 7 kills in favor of Crescenta Valley, 17 minutes in. Up about 4,200, 4,300 gold. Even in turrets, but that Dragon's going to help them out. And now collapsing onto the Dragon Pit. Turnaround time for Reseda High School if Fallout Reach can get close enough.
Yep, so Reseda High School just barely have vision of this, but it looks like they're just not going to pay mind to it. Colin comes out from just a good kid a little bit too late, though. Dragon does go over to the side of Crescenta Valley, and that just helps their gold lead even more. They did not want to engage or make their way over to the Dragon Pit to even contest it, so it does go down. And looks like we'll be seeing a little bit of push in the middle lane once again, but most of all, people are just going to go back, buy some items. Top lane, though, Tank and Flash dueling out. Tank finds a better Flash there. It takes him down very quickly. And a
Suddenly,
Flash.
Tank with a nice kill under his belt, just abusing that powerful ratio on Aurelia to bully away Lulu, and Flash finds himself without a life. So it was about a 5,000 gold lead. It's now back down to 4. Tank found by Kala.
Oh, he stops the back to turn around onto Kalal here. Here comes the damage. He guesses right on the clone. Berserker Greaves, man. Auto attacks everywhere. He gets the kill. 2-2 now.
Tang making plays. We did see Kal-El jump into the bush. He had his Mimic and Ignite available, but he used neither because of the insta-stun from Tang. The moment LeBlanc got in range, he just turned, stunned, dropped a bit of true damage, and just like that, Kal-El found himself dying to the onslaught of that very, very powerful Irelia.
He was prepared for that.
Is that Blade Master Irelia? Because that makes sense. Because right now, Tang is just a master of blades.
Master of Blades.
Not the Queen of Blades. Do not get them confused. That's a completely different series entirely.
Not a Queen of Thorns either. That's a very different series. Well,
there's a lot of queens.
Well,
Mother of Dragons?
Mother, well, that's not a queen, that's a mother.
Ah,
Yeah, come on.
close enough.
Come on,
She is a queen. She's the queen of Mirim.
She thinks she's a queen. Oh, yeah, that's true.
She hopes she's a queen.
Yeah, she wants to be a queen of Westeros. See, only Stannis is the one who's like, I am the king. Everyone else is like, I want to be the king. Stannis is like, I am the king.
You stand before the one true king of Westeros.
Yes.
I can hear Sir Davos in my head already, jeez. But we are playing League of Legends. Tidal Wave is dropped. Looks like it's fight time.
There's a tidal wave like Stannis getting onto the wildlings here. Has to kill win. Here's the Sultan Battery as well. There is a crescendo though, going to cause them. No kills coming out. Very different from what I was talking about. Stannis going to be coming out though. There's one more actually. He might be the fatality here. Damage is raining from the sky. Kalal dashes in to get the kill. And makes the hat dash out of there. Tang wants to go in. The Failtail gets locked up, but he is surrounded by allies. He doesn't go down. He deals some damage back once again. No! Noggin Whacker! With the spear!
He's eating some Voidlings tonight, man. He just skewered poor Failtail, who had both his heal and a flash, but this is still a 4.9 patch, so that 30 missile range was able to get that. And Tang
Wow.
finds the recalling LeBlanc.
So, they find the survivors there, they pick up the kills. Nicely done by Reseda High School to respond, and could this be the comeback we were talking about earlier? They're now making their way to the middle lane, going to be putting some damage onto the tower. Going to be forced to back out, though.
Really, really impressive play from Reseda High School. They lost their support, but they were able to stagger the fight out long enough to eventually force Crescenta High School to recall. And suddenly, it's 9-5, only 4,000 gold in favor of Crescenta Valley. They are just trying as hard as they can to snowball an advantage, but Reseda High School are giving them one hell of a fight.
Definitely here, so... Here just the Legion finished up on Vi, of course, going for some tanky stats for his team. Going to need it as well. With the LeBlanc and Lulu, both fairly squishy. Very important for him to be a frontline tanky member for his team here. And kind of the same thing for Elise, although Aurelia does definitely help out. I actually did build the Trinity Force. Now going for the Spectre's Cal, so not too surprising for the itemization there.
It's really nice that Tang Tang has finished his Trinity Force because that means that he can get into the back lines and really sort of bully people out of there. And with that fighter, Aurelia already so strong and adding more defensive stats to her build, if she can find herself onto a Failtail or Kal-El, that's going to be pretty much a free kill. If she gets the follow-up from Fallout Reach or Just a Good Kid or heck even Noggin Whacker, should have the damage to be able to pick up yet another kill. So Reseda High School has got the team composition to turn it around. They just need to get the right fight.
Top lane tower does go down, but Flash able to pick it up. Now one tower ahead. 4,000 gold in the lead as well. It's been pretty stable at that kind of gold lead here. Obviously, Reseda High School, as you've been saying, have been looking pretty good to put up just another, put up a fight. We're seeing top lane getting pushed in by Flash and Kal-El, while Tang Tang is actually pushing out in the bottom lane here. So we're seeing a bit of a split push coming out on both these teams. Top lane tower gets fairly low. And we see the high school are looking to respond. They just don't know which tower to protect right now. And Teleport from Flash will be protecting his own tower.
You know, that was just a really, really smart play from Reseda High School. Forcing the split out of an already splitting team means that it's Flash who has to use his teleport first. So if Tang Tang decides to teleport up with the rest of his team, Reseda High School could decide to make a play if they beeline down towards the dragon, if they beeline down towards the turret. And suddenly, looks like Reseda High School are in a fantastic position to collapse onto that Dragon Pit Crescenta Valley. They're just recalling. They've got the LeBlanc and Kog'Maw. The majority of their damage nowhere to be seen.
My Nunu's over the wall. He knows this is happening. Charging up the Vault Breaker. He goes over. He steals the dragon. Flashes to get out. Meanwhile, though, speaking of Flash, he is getting chased after by Tang Tang, but the Wild Growth comes out, gets away. What a steal.
What a steal indeed. That's now a 6,000 gold lead in favor of Crescenta Valley. Tang Tang finds himself caught out of position, forced to drop that flash instantly. Lulu Nunu still has Assault and Battery. Even if he did burn his flash, it is #worth securing the dragon for his team. And with that objective taken, we're seeing Crescenta Valley group up in the mid. They're looking for another objective. They are revitalized, they are moralized, they are ready to bring the action to Reseda.
Yeah, but now they're going to be chasing after once again. Here's the Assault and Battery onto Fallout Reach. They're diving it onto him. He gets taken down. Wowzers is one who picks up the kill. Teleport gets cancelled. And we'll be seeing this tower in the middle lane starting to fall low as well. They should be able to pick this one up, have a nice amount of damage between all of them here. However, it looks like maybe they want to engage. A tidal wave coming across Kal-El as well, trying to get on the side. A nice two-man double bubble coming out, but no kills coming of it because it was a nice crescendo to stop the engage. Tang Tang, though, on the side has to run away from here. And looks like he is successful in that endeavor. And now we'll be seeing the side of Crescenta Valley looking to disengage out of the fight. Reseda High School still looking to follow up. Tang Tang gets in there looking for damage. He gets shut down. A Failtail with the kill. Now turning around, flashed away from Morte as he gets low. Damage from the sky is coming out with the Caustic Spittle. Nope, with the Living Artillery here. Kal-El wants to go in. Can't quite find one.
And Failtail, he is just doing some serious work in these fights. With the completed Blade of the Rune King and Zeal, he's capable of tossing out some enormous damage. And that's what we saw with Tang Tang. He dashed forward, got silenced because of Kal-El, so he wasn't able to get additional damage onto either Kog'Maw or LeBlanc. And he got obliterated from the map. Failtail securing that no problem, and suddenly Crescenta Valley, they're 6 kills up. They are finally increasing their gold lead. No more stalling the game out for them. They are taking objective after objective and bringing the fight to Reseda in a manner that just might be able to secure the win.
So now, with this item price coming in, actually nothing too different. 2,200 gold saved up from Flash, so he'll be wanting to cash that one in. Blade of the Ruin King and Phantom Dancer finished up on a failed tail, not too surprising. They actually have 2 Aegises on their team right now. Wazis has 1, and Nunu My Nunu already finished his into a locket. Which is, I mean, I guess it's interesting.
It doesn't stack the AoE, but it's still a good defensive item. And having the AoE once is fine, but having it twice is a little bit overkill. Seems as though Wazers just wasn't quite communicating with Lulu My Nunu, who was on a much higher gold income with that Jungle Vi than Wazers on that Nami. So overall, it's going to be nice. I think you can actually double shield, though. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, I'll trust you. I believe you.
Yeah, double shield. I don't believe myself, so I'd be careful.
Oh.
We'll have to wait till we see it in action. So
Yeah.
the aura doesn't stack, but with the double shield,
We'll see.
we certainly will. And they've got the Lulu Wild Growth, plus the Ebb and Flow for additional regeneration.
Oh man, Failtail, stop it! Gosh.
Maybe he'll hear you through time and space.
Yeah, through time and space, because of course we're casting the replays. However, the poke obviously from Reseda High School, as we're seeing, is very strong. Noggin Whacker with the Nidalee Spears. He's 1-0, but hey, he's a late game Nidalee. What are you gonna do about it? We've seen the Spears coming out. Follow, which is well able to provide some nice poke. However, they're still on their back feet as Crescenta Valley High School is looking to push.
Crescenta Valley are in a fantastic position to do that. They've got Lulu splitting in the top. Teleport is available for Lulu. Tang Tang on Aurelia also has his own. Kal-El takes a quick spear. But Flash, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, Tang Tang is looking to be aggressive. Most CS in the game on him right now, 3-3-1 right as well for the score. Boiling some nice defensive items for himself, but we're seeing a lot of members converging it onto him at the top lane. He does get out of there, but does take a lot of damage upon exit. That being said, a Failtail also gets hit by yet another spear, but they do pick up the tower, 6 towers to 3. 9,000 gold lead for Reseda High School.
Yeah, a fantastic rotation out of Crescenta means they're able to secure that Tier 2 turret, the last Tier 2 turret, in fact, away from Reseda. And slowly but surely, Reseda are sacrificing more and more map control. Now, Dragon's going to be respawning sometime soon, and Baron is on the map as well. So as long as Crescenta Valley maintain dominant control over the middle of the map, they should have no problem continuing to increase their advantage. They finally snowballed past that difficult phase where Reseda High School could turn it around after one team fight, but there's a big enough buffer to allow Crescenta Valley to trade a team fight or two with Reseda before really effectively closing out the game.
So now we're seeing once again, Tang Tang has just been sweeping pretty much this entire game. And he is doing a very effective job at it. Of course, he just wants to get himself farmed up here as he stays around. However, this late into the game, 29 minutes in, once again, these two teams just love playing this slow-paced game. And we'll see how it works out for them, because both of these guys still fairly close, but Crescenta Valley have a nice advantage with the 8,000 gold lead in their favor. But still, trying to play it safe, Reseda High School have shown that they have the ability to come back. Dragon is going down though, Crescenta Valley High School, able to pick this one up easily.
And now a couple of pings are going down on the Baron pit, and Kal-El finds Tang Tang.
He'll be dueling out here. Tang Tang actually just wants to farm a few minions after stunning him down, because he's in a lot of trouble here. He's trying to dash his way out of this one. 5 members are chasing after him, still trying to get out. They saw them batteries actually being used to chase after him, and they finally take him down. But meanwhile, the towers are going down in the middle lane. But do they want to go back? Who's going to go back? Looks like Reseda High School are going to continue taking down the inhibitors.
Yeah, and that was just a fantastic, fantastic trade for Tang Tang. He knew he had pulled the attention of the entire enemy team, and with that 5-man split, there was a completely naked Tier 2 and a completely naked inhibitor turret. And just like that, Reseda High School have regained a bit of map control. If Crescenta Valley find themselves caught out of position again, they're going to pay with an inhibitor. And from there, Reseda High School have once again regained control of the map. So it's pretty solid play. But I really don't like what Crescenta Valley is doing right now. Making a beeline for the Baron. They've got the damage, and Tang's only just now respawning, but he has got teleport available. It's going to be tough for Reseda to turn this around.
Risky move coming out from this one here. Reseda High School is right around the corner, right around the wall, right over the wall. Is the teleport going to be coming in onto the wood? They get over the wall with the crescendo, but there's no follow-up to there, and they secured 5% of the valley, but here's the fight coming down. Lulu Manuni taking damage, Follow Beach has to back out. A Failtail flashes in, does pick up the kill, but he's in trouble now as the wild goes, and the heal's coming up. He's trying to survive. He is staying alive inside of the Baron pit. He gets a double kill coming up for him. The heal's coming up big to save him, and they take down 3 members and secure the Baron. Crescenta Valley High School with an amazing lead now.
Yeah, a huge play from Crescenta Valley. They took the Baron buff. A humongous crescendo from Mortem Muerte was not enough because a Failtail was not caught in it. He was able to sit in the back while the rest of his team essentially acted as a giant Dr. Mundo. They stood in the front, they soaked damage for him while he just shredded through the health of his opponents. And just like that, with the Baron and all 5 members of Crescenta Valley in position, the inhibitor has fallen. Another inhibitor turret is going to fall as well, despite the respawn from Fallout Reach, but the question is, will they be able to turn it around? Baron providing a lot of regeneration. They're continuing to press forward.
Yeah, they're going to be going for it. Jessica Kid going to go down, a Failtail with it. And now Tang wants to get out. They fire. They want to kill a Failtail, but Wild Growth saves him once again. The giant Kog'Maw is going to charge in. Kalel with another kill. They're on the fountain, but they're still taking damage. A double kill for Kalel as they're seeing the Nexus falling low. Crescenta Valley High School looking to pick up the win here as they take down the Nexus Towers. Man, what a game coming out. 32 minutes in Crescenta Valley High School finally acting on their lead. Pick up the victory. Tie it up 1-1.
And that game ended up with a 17,000 gold lead. It was actually the Nexus dying, that last 50 gold that brought them to the even 17,000. Before they finally ended up taking the win. Fantastic play from Crescenta High School, and despite the fact that Reseda ended up losing, they definitely gave Crescenta a run for their money. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the last match of the day. That's going to be the last ace match between Reseda High School and Crescenta Valley. Again, my name's Reseda. I'm joined by Crusader Kitten. We'll be back in 5.